Someone must have broken my heart, like really torn it apart in another life, in another life. Someone must have really picked me up, like caused my heart to stop in another life, in another life. Otherwise, I don't know why I keep coming back to this, keep fighting all of it. Don't trust that there's love to give. I don't know why, I just can't believe in it. Like somehow I can't commit. Guess I have to admit. Yeah, I got an issue with love. Yeah, I got an issue with trust. Really bad at opening up. Yeah, I got an issue with love. Yeah, I got an issue with trust. Worry that it won't be enough. Yeah. Someone must have made me feel bad, but who I was and what I had to give. Oh, someone must have told me a lie, really played with my mind in another life. Otherwise, I don't know why I keep coming back to this, keep fighting.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while. It has been a long while since I last gave you guys an updated MICROLOC video, but here she is. Just to get everybody on the same page and up to speed, I am currently 15 months locked. I installed my own MICROLOC using the 2-strand twist method back in August of 2022. When I installed my locks, I did not interlock them right away. I actually waited a month to interlock them just because I was not sure if I was gonna keep them or not. And so I kind of waited a full month before I interlocked them. And when I did interlock them, I went to a professional to do them. She interlocked my hair twice. So after my first month and then again 6 weeks later. And then from there, I learned how to retighten my hair on my own, and I have been doing that ever since. Initially, I was using the 4 points rotation method. However, after about, I want to say my 6-month update, I quickly learned to do the 2-point rotation just because it is way easier and way quicker. I have 201 locks in my head. Basically, each fourth of my head have 50 locks and one of them have just an extra, but I did not do that on purpose. It literally just panned out that way. When I installed my locks, I did not use a grid or anything like that. It just so happens to be even on all sides. That being said, I have not updated you guys on my locks since my 6-month update video, and like I said in the video before, I am now 15 months locked. I didn't even give y'all a whole year update, and I know I am dead wrong for that, but for a good reason. I was going through a lot and I just could not come on camera, but here we are 15 months in the game, and honestly not much has changed if I'm being honest. The thing about having locks or MICROLOCs is that it is a very low maintenance style, and oftentimes I forget that it has been as long as it has been. I hadn't even clocked that it had been a year when my lock anniversary came up until probably a month later. And so that is just how low maintenance and easy just having MICROLOCs are. But obviously between 6 months and now, my hair have grown tremendously. My locks have really surprised me in that regard. I knew my hair grew like weeds. Like even when I was a loose natural, my hair just grows. I get it from my mama. My mama have very thick hair. She has went through rounds of chemotherapy and her hair is still as full as ever. And so I just have those genetics where my hair just grows like crazy. But seeing it in my locks is just so crazy to me. Because if you didn't know, when I first installed my locks, my entire head pretty much to the root was my copper color here. And so just seeing how much my hair have grown out based on the new growth or the black section, like some of my locks are just black, like there is no copper to it. Like the ones in my kitchen, they just have like a little edge of copper to them and everything else is just black, which I just think is so cool. A lot of my locks are fully matured, especially in the back. However, majority of them are, I don't know how to describe them because I feel like the color sections of my hair, I feel like I'm dealing with 3 different textures in my hair. And I'm gonna try to explain it as best as I can, but you have my black section, which is basically my nude growth, and that section of my hair has only been interlocked because, like I said, when I started my lock journey, everything was colored. And so the nude growth in all of my locks are knotted, interlocked. However, the 2-strand twist copper sections, that's a whole nother texture of lock that my hair has. And so when it comes to the copper sections, they are just very frizzy, very soft most of the time, very like fluffy, if I could describe it that way. Because the black sections of my hair is knotted and interlocked, you can tell that they are like dense. Like you can tell that they are like circular, dense, like locked. But as far as my copper section goes, the 2-strand twists, some of them have a very hard time of like not unraveling. The sections that are trying to lock is taking up quite a long time. Like I have some locks that are doing better than others, but a lot of my locks are literally just puff balls at the end because I just feel like the copper section just doesn't marry well, and I don't know how else to describe that. For instance, a lot of the copper sections of my hair, you can still tell that they are more twist, like they're not dense, like nothing is really hard, like they're still very much soft. A lot of the times I have to go back in and like wrap my loose hair around the copper section just because they're always so fluffy and frizzy that I just take a good chunk of like loose hair and go around to just make sure that I'm reinforcing that lock. But they are just a different texture than the black section of my hair. And then there's the very ends of my hair, like the tips of my hair, that is basically just curls. Like, and I don't do that on purpose. When I installed my 2-strand twist, when I got to the bottom, like I will always do, I just wrapped it around my finger and sealed it like that. And so a lot of my locks have just these little like tight coils at the end, and it's pretty much throughout my entire head, if you guys can see. And I don't want to mess those up. Like I really like that section of my hair. I just think it's so cute and so like girly, and so I don't want to mess with the very tips of my hair, but at the same time I wish the middle 2-strand twist portion was more like solid and locked like the top portion of my head. And so as far as just the maintenance for my locks as a whole, I feel like I'm dealing with a lot of different textures. And not to say that I do anything differently throughout my hair. For the most part, I leave my locks alone and let them do their thing. But as far as trying to maintenance like the middle 2-strand twist section, I am constantly trying to like wrap around loose hair, making sure that if a twist comes out that I'm like retightening it, crocheting it or whatnot, and just making sure that the locks are actually forming. But I don't have to worry about that when it comes to my new growth. And so it's a little awkward in that sense, but at the same time, it is nothing that like overwhelms me or makes me second guess my decisions as far as my locks. It is very low maintenance still, but like those are just the issues that I have with my locks in particular. As far as what I do on a regular basis, I basically get in the shower and water my hair pretty much every day. I go to the gym pretty frequently and I sweat a lot, and so when I come home and take a shower, I just kind of rinse my locks out just to get any of that sweat and debris out of my hair. But I don't often wash my hair. I wash my hair whenever I feel like it. I have no set schedule on washing my hair, conditioning my hair, or anything like that. Whenever it feels a little bit more dry, then I'll use a little bit of leave-in conditioner and rinse it out. If it doesn't, then I won't. And so I don't have any routine. I would even go as far as saying I don't really have a routine when it comes to retightening my hair as well. I know some people are very strict with doing it every 5 to 6 weeks or every 7 to 8 weeks. I do it when I have time. I know how long it's gonna take me. Usually I try to do one half of my head one day and then the other half another day. And it's not to say that it takes the entire day, but between breaks and not wanting to sit and being in uncomfortable positions and doing the mirror and my back hurting, I just like to split it up. And so whenever I have a few days to dedicate to doing my interlocking session, then that's when I would do it. Obviously, once my hair have grown out enough for me to do them, but for the most part, I just do it when I can. But if there is a time where I need to go somewhere and I want to look a little bit more put together and I don't have time to interlock my entire head, I would just do the first 2 rows of my locks, tighten those up, use a little edge control, and go about my business. And so I have done that a few times in between reties, but not very often. And so it hasn't really thrown anything off, and it has not damaged my hair at all. I don't believe I haven't seen any difference in my edges than I have if I was to just do everything together. And so yeah, I also want to show you guys the products that I use, mainly because I did promise you guys like a wash day routine or something like that, but I just don't know if I will record that because my wash day is literally so simple. It's not a day, it's like a wash session that takes about 10 minutes. It's me shampooing my hair, rinsing it out, putting a towel on, and going about my day. Like, there is no more extremes to my hair anymore, which I greatly appreciate. But I don't want to not show the products that I am using because they are working quite well for my hair. And so as far as the shampoo, I use the Miele's Rosemary Mint Straightening Shampoo. If I'm being honest, I picked up the Miele shampoo because I could not find the Melanin African Black Soap shampoo when I went to go get the entire line. And so I just picked that up because I couldn't find the other one. Because I do use the Melanin Leave-In Conditioner as well as the multi-use oil. But again, I don't use these on a regular basis, so I don't want you guys to think that these are like what's making my hair grow, what's making my locks lock. Like, I could count on my hands how many times I have put this conditioner in my hair. Maybe once a month, if that. Like, I don't do much to my hair, and I want to stress that a lot because I do not want you guys to get the impression that I am taking extreme measures to get my locks to look like this, because I am not. This oil, again, I probably use the oil less than I use the conditioner. I just put this on my hair when I remember. Honestly and truly, whenever I wash my hair, I do try to go back and put this on my scalp because at that point it is probably dry. And when I wash my hair, I probably will use the conditioners just on the ends of my hair and rinse it out within about 5 to 10 minutes because I don't want the conditioners to like really affect my locks, especially the 2-strand twist that's already frizzy. And so that is it. Like, I wash my hair when I feel like, okay, it's been a minute, let me wash my hair and call it a day. There's no rhyme or reason to these products. My routine is just very low maintenance when I feel like it. My hair is very forgiving in that sense, and so that's it. I don't want to come on here and be like, this is what you should and shouldn't do, because my hair is just easy. I don't really style my hair either. As you guys can see today, I did do it today just for the video purposes, but typically I would not even do this little twist or whatever. I usually get out of the shower, put a towel on. Once I take the towel off, I just put my hair down the middle. I have a natural middle part since my install, and go. Like, I don't style my hair. I just let it go, let it be. It dries when I'm out and about. But I will say, as far as styling goes, I can't wait to get to the point where I could do a full top knot. My hair is not long enough in the back to reach the top of my head, and that's very irritating because I could do like a half up top knot, but as far as like trying to get all of my locks into that top knot from the back, it's not there yet. And I'm really ready for it to be at that point, because I feel like once I could just grab my hair and put in one big ponytail, then I will be unstoppable. I will literally not do anything. But I do sometimes put everything in a low pony. And so especially when I'm at the gym, I would just take all of my hair, gather it up, and put a big scrunchie around it, and then a headband on top, and then that's it. That's it. But before I let y'all go, I did want to talk about something that I mentioned in my 6-month update. In that video, I was talking a lot about how I was unsure on if I wanted to keep my locks, if I was going to cut my hair off eventually, if these were my forever locks, if I was going to color my hair, if I was going to cut my hair off, all of the things. And for the most part, my mind hasn't really changed much since then. If I'm being completely honest, I am still quite unsure on if these are my forever locks. I will say the more that I have them, the longer that I have them, the more I like them. But there is a point every 5 to 6 weeks where I am just like, I don't want these locks anymore. When I have to go retighten them, I'm just like, is it worth it? But then I think about it, like, I only have to do my hair 6 times out of the year, and so yes, it is probably worth it. But again, I don't know if these are my forever locks. However, I do want to make it to year 2 with these locks. I feel like once I make it to year 2, I will have a bit more clarity on if I want to keep them for either another year or so, or if I want to just cut them all off, or if I want to just switch things up. Because I could see a world where instead of just cutting them all off, I just cut off the color ends and then just continue with my black hair. Or I could see a world where I literally just shave my head off and start all over and eventually lock my hair back up again. I do crave being a loose natural, not often, but like sometimes, like enough for me to be like, should I keep them in long term or should I cut my hair off and start over? But I feel like I crave being a loose natural in the sense of like, I just want to do more styles with my hair versus just having loose hair. And so I feel like once I get better at like styling my hair more, putting more protective styles in, wearing wigs, I feel like that might scratch that itch of like just wanting to have loose hair. And so yeah, but like I said, I do want to reach the 2-year mark with these locks, and so I'm gonna have them in until August 2024. Yep, until August 2024. And so if you guys want to continue on this journey with me, I would greatly appreciate it. Now will be a perfect time for you to like the video and subscribe so that you'll get updated whenever I do post more of these MICROLOC updated videos. And so yeah, I think that is all I have to say. Hopefully that was everything that you guys have been wanting to know about my locks. I will try my best, not even try my best, I will give you guys another updated video during my 18 months. I don't know if much will change, but if they do, then you guys will know in that video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have not already, please be sure to subscribe. Make sure you like this video if you like it, and until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video.